Good afternoon, Starkville. I'm meteorologist Griffin Hardy with your Wednesday afternoon forecast. And for the remainder of the day, we have some dry conditions in store. The dew points are still going to be up there, so it's still going to feel a little bit muggy, but the rain won't get here until roughly this weekend is when we're expecting the best rain chances. And around the southeast, you can see these dry conditions are persisting everywhere except for Galveston. There's a low pressure system dumping a lot of rainfall. We actually potentially saw a water spout on the tower cam earlier, so things are rather active down there, and that's been the case throughout the tropics, as it is the peak of tropical season, which occurs right on September 10th. And around the region, you can see we're mostly dry except for that low pressure system. That's Tropical Storm Julia. That's off the coast of South Carolina and Florida, dumping a good bit of rainfall down there. This frontal boundary will make its way down to our part of the world by this weekend and dump a good amount of rainfall in our forecast until about this weekend. And around our region right now, you can see we're in the upper 80s, a little bit touching the lower 90s in West Point, 91 in West Point, 88 degrees here in Starkville, up to 90 degrees in Aberdeen, and 88 degrees up in Fulton and Iuka. So the dew points are up there. They're noticeable. It's right in about the mid-range, so you'll notice it, but it's not going to be unbearable outside. So dew points are right at about upper 60s, lower 70s, so it still feels like summer, and we're still going to feel like that until we get there in the next 8 days when we finally turn to fall. So looking forward, for tomorrow, we can expect just some mostly cloudy conditions, just some showers scattered to our west mostly. You can see down in Louisiana, they're still seeing a lot of rain, which they really don't need because they've just been saturated over the past few months. And persisting through Friday morning, we can see mostly dry conditions still in our area. Here's that front that's coming in. It's just dragging down to the south. It's really not going to get here until about Friday evening. We're still going to be mostly dry until about Friday evening. You can see it'll develop into a warm front right here, and more showers will begin to form right at about Saturday afternoon. And down here in Louisiana, if you're headed down there, you can see we're going to be seeing a little bit of showers in the forecast. But we're going to be staying mostly dry here in Starkville. For the remainder of the evening, though, it's going to be a really nice night to head outside. We're going to have mostly clear conditions, and the full moon is set to be on Friday, so it'll be quite bright outside. We're going to be dipping down to 82 degrees at 9 p.m., down to 79 degrees by 11, with the sunset at about 7:02 p.m. And for tomorrow, we can expect another hot day with mostly clear conditions. The rain chance is only going to be at 10%. It's going to be mostly dry, but muggy for many of us here in the Golden Triangle. And for the remainder of the next few days, we can expect these dry conditions to persist through the weekend, or until the weekend rather. You can see a 20% chance on Friday, up to a 40% on Saturday and Sunday. If you're headed down to Baton Rouge, you'll be dodging these showers and running into some new ones. Turning a little bit drier on Monday and Tuesday with just a 20% chance of rain, but the 90s continue to persist all the way into next week with lows into the low 70s to upper 60s.